Hey everyone, it's Deanna,
Aaron,
and Celeste, and you're catching up on this week's episode of Two Brunettes and A Gay
on the podcast.
Good morning, Adelaide, and welcome to your Saturday brunch with Deanna, Celeste, and Aaron, also known as your Two Brunettes and A Gay. Well, actually, today here it's just Celeste and I. It's just your dynamic duo trying to work our way around the board, around the panel, so to speak.
We're getting there.
Yeah, and Celeste was just trying to work out with the microphones how to switch them on.
No, I know how to switch them on, right? Excuse you.
Yeah.
Except I didn't realise the volume was down.
Right. Okay. So that's
So
why.
otherwise, I was all set to go, but then the volume was down, and it was all over from there.
So I was talking to Adelaide without talking to Adelaide.
Basically.
There you go. We're here for another week. It's just the two of us this week. Unfortunately, Deanna is not with us this week.
Hence the panelling.
You're going to hear a little bit of interesting panelling this week. But we've got some good stuff for the show. But before we get into it, Celeste, how was your week?
Week's not been too bad. We were talking about this before when we caught up for coffee. It's not been too bad. It's just been really work-based this week. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah. A lot of work. And the continuation of Dry July continues this week. And so Dry July did come to a halt yesterday.
It did.
I've got a couple of days reprieve from Dry July.
Now, just to clarify, when you say Dry July came to a halt, not because of the rain.
Not because of the rain that we're having in Adelaide. No. It came to a halt because I've actually got a couple of events on.
The internal dry. You're talking internal Dry July.
Which means my insides are lubricated yet again.
The Dry July that stops Aaron from drinking.
That's right, exactly. So my poor liver's screaming in pain yet again this weekend. But, you know, we pushed through. Last night we had a end of financial year drinks at work, which was lovely, and nice little schmoozer. And tonight I'm off to a Madonna album party tonight.
You are. You're such a fan of the Madonna.
I'm such a fan. She's just gone to #1 as well.
Yes, she has, but different Madonna than the people listening might be thinking of. We're talking about the singer.
We're talking about the one with the cone bras.
Yes.
Yeah. So off to a Madonna party. So I'm back on it, and this morning I got to have my Troppo Spritz.
You did, because when you've got a golden ticket, like you're not golden ticketing just for the event you've got the golden ticket for. No. You're like, this has opened my whole day up.
Well, that's what it's for. It's basically, if you get a golden ticket, it's actually for those days.
Right.
So I may as well make the most of it.
Now, just to give us the idea, if you get a golden ticket, is it one day? Is it like a multitude of days? Like, how does it work?
No, it's per day.
Right.
So you can buy a golden ticket per day for someone that's doing Dry July, and it means that they get that whole day to enjoy a drink. But I know definitely back on the wagon tomorrow.
Yep.
And I know that I'll be probably by the time I finish up tonight, I'll be definitely wanting to be back on the wagon tomorrow.
And then you're going to see the month out, you said?
And I'm going to see the month out. Yeah. It's only these two events and then that's it. I've got another couple of weeks ahead of me and I'm going to push through.
Now, you did say to me earlier that you needed a drink this weekend because you've had the week.
Oh, I've had the week of weeks. And you know why I've had the week of weeks?
Tell me.
Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, look, Mercury retrograde, I think it started on like the 20th or the 21st of June, so it's been going. She's going.
It goes, I think, until the 23rd of July.
Oh, so she's long.
She's long. She's a long Mercury and she's a long retrograde.
She's long.
And yeah, so I've had a bit of a horrible week. And one of the parts of that horrible week was, it's a building update.
Yes.
So our builders were there doing some work over the week, and as part of our build on, we have to move our power box.
Yeah.
And so they organised for the SA Power Network guy to come out like ages ago. He only came out this week, right?
Okay.
But the way that the box is situated on the side of our house, where our build on is, basically they can't move this box for another 2 months.
Oh.
Which actually holds up the rest of our renovations for 2 months. And so, and I said to Mark, I was like, well, why don't we get we could always get a porta shower out the front. So then we've just got a portable bathroom and at least they can continue the build.
Right.
But then we would be doing that for at least 4 months with a porta shower and a portaloo. I think Mark and I would kill each other.
You might.
Yeah.
We do know someone that's done the porter ensuite.
Oh, do fill me in.
Right.
Was it good?
Well, you didn't know it, but it was Vicky.
Oh, Vicky did it.
Yes, our dear friend Vicky, who's living her best life in America at the moment. She, years and years ago, when she was still living at her parents' house when she was younger, they were renovating their house, and so they got like the portable ensuite, and she was doing every day for months.
Wow.
Going outside, having the shower, getting ready for work, doing the whole thing.
Wowza.
So she could give you the down low on the portaloo.
I need to talk to Vicky about this.
Yeah.
So
never done it myself. Don't know if I could.
Yeah. So ultimately, there's this 2-month delay, further build happening, and that's made me want to drink this weekend.
Yeah, so it's come at a good time.
It's come at a good time. Now, Celeste, this week as well, there's been a ghost update.
Yes, there is a ghost update in my house. I sent you guys a video earlier in the week, and when I've spoken to you about the ghost that's in my home, I told you that it kind of communicates through electronics, specifically my RoboVac. Well, twice this week my RoboVac has started talking when no one is talking. Again, just randomly will say something, and Jake and I are like, no, we're not talking. There's nothing on for it to respond to. So what? Either my RoboVac is having a conniption, or someone is trying to communicate through it.
Yeah.
But also, I've told you my RoboVac is housed in my laundry, and above the RoboVac is I've got a plug-in light.
Okay.
Which just sits in like a power board in my laundry, because those little lights that you leave on, so during the night if you get up, your house is kind of lit up.
Yeah, little night lights.
We don't need any of those automated ones, because God forbid I would run away if I had automated lights in my house and they went on when I wasn't in the room. I'd be
creepy.
like, no, I can't do the automated thing.
No.
Right? But it goes, like, it just, when the house is dark, the lights are on.
Yeah.
It's been in the laundry, like flickering, and I took a video and I sent it to you guys in the group chat, and it is fully flickering above the RoboVac, and I'm like, there is something going on in this area.
That is creepy AF.
Also though, to mark the occasion, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of my beautiful Nonna's passing.
Aww.
So is it her? That's what I thought it was. I said, it's the timing of it is very interesting. I thought it might be Nonna paying a visit, maybe Nonna, because I am in their house. But I don't know, yesterday was the day, and this morning my dog was not having a good morning. She was clinging to me like something was going on, and I had to, do the whole, if something's in the house, can you please stop scaring the dog?
Wow,
Yeah.
that is super creepy and super fascinating.
So that's my story.
That's your story, and you're sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it.
We've got a massive show coming up for you today. We've got a lot of cool things to talk about. We've got pettiest work complaints. Now, I heard a story the other day of a work situation that I have to bring to the show because it's pretty funny. I've also got an interview with the great Daniel Barassi from Night Visions at Adelaide, and a brunch pitch, so stay tuned and we'll be back right after this time.
So, this happened during the week, and I felt compelled to talk about it on air because I have a justice complex, and Aaron, I think you and I share the same thing. Like, when we see a wrongdoing, we feel this innate sense of need to, like, correct it. Or be like, no, that was wrong, and this person needs to be held accountable.
I'm with you.
Right? So, earlier in the week, I just had to go to the petrol station to fill my car up with petrol, as you do. So I went in, and I filled my car up, all was fine, and then I walked into the store, and there was a bit of a lineup of people waiting, and I happened to notice that there was a gentleman who had a bag with him, and he was filling said bag up with items from the petrol station. So, like, snacks, drinks, food, those things.
Right.
And I was watching him and I was like, this is odd. Like, don't you usually pick up the things, put them, I don't even know if they have baskets at the petrol station.
Yeah.
But don't you usually put these things in the basket or, like, carry them to the thing and, you know, pay for them and go?
Yeah.
Anyway, he was putting them in a bag and he was filling this bag up. Like, he was picking up a lot of things. Okay, whatever. You know, you just notice the people around.
Doing his weekly shop at the bloody
VP. Weekly grocery shop, I guess. Anyway, I'm, progressing along in the line to the counter, and this guy just happened to pique my interest because I just thought it was odd behaviour. So I was watching him, and then I watched after he kind of like put the bag, like filled the bag up.
Yeah.
He just walked out.
No.
And I got to the front of the counter and I said, sorry, did that guy just walk? Did you see that? That guy just filled up that bag and he just walked out with it. And they said to me, the two people behind the counter, yeah, he does it every week and we can't do anything about it.
What? You can't do anything about shoplifters?
Right? So they said, no, he does it weekly. He's been arrested 8 times.
No.
The same guy has been arrested 8 times, right? But he goes, I guess, to jail or whatever happens. He gets released. They do nothing about it. I don't believe he gets fined. He comes back and he does the same thing.
Oh my God.
So it's just gotten to the point where they now no longer call security or the police about it because they just can't do anything about it, and they don't intervene because they can't.
Well, that's the thing. Like, security can't touch them, can they?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And so, as a citizen,
Yeah.
I felt was like, this is an injustice.
Absolutely.
This is a disgrace. And I just thought to myself, what would you do in this situation? Because me, the person that I am, wants to perform a citizen's arrest.
Because the Shaheens are struggling in this economy.
Well, I think they don't own it anymore, I don't think, actually, to be honest with you. But my point being is, am I alone in this? Where when you see, so seeing that, right? And like I said, he filled this bag up, and then finding out that he does it regularly, I was like, no, we need to do something about this.
No, death penalty.
Right? But
if you can't learn your lesson after 8 times being in jail, you are a useless member of society.
Exactly.
Put them down, Brett.
I just felt like this is such an injustice. And you work for the government, Aaron. Can you do...
What?
Can
What
you
does this
speak
got
to the
do
higher
with it?
ups?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll just go talk to corrections.
Can you discuss this with any higher ups and just say to them,
Yeah.
you know, like, what are we doing about this? Because it seems as though, and I've heard this from people before, like you see the videos on social media
Yeah.
of people in shopping centres, you know, your Collis, your Woolies, things like that, and people film them and they are shoplifting. And then they, like, people that work in the store try to stop them.
Yeah.
And they're yelling and screaming and
Yeah.
throwing things and getting aggressive and I guess somewhat physical. And there's nothing they can do about it. And I guess I just don't understand it.
Is it the cosy lives factor now? Like, where we've come to the point in the world where even your standard groceries now, we have to shoplift.
But if that's the current economy, again, I bring this to you and your people.
Me and my, what, the gays? Bring it to the gays?
You and your co-workers. What are you doing about
What am I doing about this?
in your procurement office?
I'll tell you what we're doing. We're putting him in the detention and giving him the death penalty. That's what we're doing. Well, speaking of my people,
Tell us about you.
let me tell you about my people. It was funny. I had a catch up with another government worker friend of mine the other day this week, and it was quite funny. She was telling me this story, and I thought I have to bring this to the air because it's next level. Like, you know how I talked about the perfume policy the other week?
Yes.
Yeah. I think this actually beats it. Right?
Oh, really?
I think this beats it.
Can you beat that though?
Well, I'm going to give it a try.
It's a big claim.
It's a big claim. Look, I think it beats it.
But for those listening that don't know what you're talking about, a few weeks ago you brought to air the fact that your workplace has a fragrance policy.
Yeah, like a scent. Well, it's a scent policy. No, hygiene policy. I think it's a hygiene policy.
Right. About fragrances that you can and can't wear, the strength of them, and like bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. Yeah, there's certain brands you can wear, certain ones you can't. No red door.
Literally.
So yeah, I had a coffee catch up with another government worker friend of mine, and it was so funny. She was telling me the story that last week her office got renovated.
Okay, oh, stop it.
So
government.
all new furniture, new everything pretty much.
Okay, are you like
new chairs, new desks? I know, I'm super jealous. And so as part of that renovation, they put some fresh globes in the downlights, right? And when they did put the new globes in, apparently what they did was they added a dimmer for their lights.
Oh. Oh,
And
mood lighting.
It's a bit of mood lighting for the gov.
Oh, that's a question though. Why are we trying to set? What do we set in the mood for?
I don't know. It's interesting because I think to myself, when would you need mood lighting in an office?
Bring back the office relationships.
Yay! And so they added this dimmer switch, and they added dimmer switches all across the office floor. So in the actual offices, in the meeting rooms, and they also added one in the kitchen.
Okay.
So my friend actually is she does admin work, right? And she she basically organises a lot of meetings and sets the rooms up and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And so this one particular day she had a lot of meetings, so she had to go back and forth to the kitchen to get the water and all the stuff prepared for the meeting. Anyway, every time she went in, someone had dimmed the light in the kitchen.
Oh.
And it's a work health and safety hazard, right? Because in the kitchen, it's like a wet space, you know, it's like, you know, well...
I've never
Speaking
heard,
of office romance.
I've never heard a more government term than dimming the lights in the kitchen is an occupational health and safety hazard.
Yeah, and a wet space.
It's a, do you have the correct shoes on?
That's exactly right. So it's actually, so it's a hazard. So she kept turning the lights back up. And anyway, she sent out an email basically saying, look, please do not touch the dimmers in the kitchen because we have to keep the area bright.
Yes.
Anyway, this woman comes up to her and she says, that email was actually in relation to me. I keep turning the dimmers down.
Oh no.
And my friend was like, but why do you keep turning it down? She goes, they're too bright. The new globes that they've installed in the kitchen are too bright.
Oh.
And my friend was like, well, it needs to be bright in here. You need to see where you're going. You know, it's a kitchen, you're cooking, you need. Anyway, so she said, please do not turn the dimmers down. So this woman says, well, that's fine. I'll get a medical certificate and you'll have to turn these lights down.
What goes on in your office? No, wait, this isn't your office. What goes on in your friend's office?
So it gets worse. So then my friend basically said, well, that's not really going to work because it goes against our work health and safety legislation. So this woman said, the next time I'm going to come in the kitchen then, I'm going to wear my sunglasses. And what did she do? She came into the kitchen to make a cup of tea with her sunglasses on.
Okay. I thought you were going to say that the woman said the next time I come in the kitchen, I'm going to purposefully fall over.
Yes, that would have been, yeah.
What a way to make a statement.
I know.
And then go on like
work
compensation.
Cover. Yeah. Well, when you're in the government, you don't need to go on work cover. You've got to cushy it up. So she basically came into the kitchen. She had these huge, Louis the Fly sunglasses on because the light was too bright. I thought that was so hilarious and probably one of the most pettiest office complaints that I've ever heard in my life.
That is absolutely crazy. It's stories like that, though, when I hear them, that make me so grateful that I don't work in an office. I feel super, blessed to not be in an environment like that.
Well, your pettiest work complaint would be about Jake, right?
Yeah, well, literally, probably. But, no, I mean, in my work, we don't really have complaints. We all work from home and we all get along really good, and it's a small team, so there's no problems. But I can just imagine the, internal kind of... You just don't need that drama. Do you know what I mean? When you go to the workplace, the last thing that you want to deal with is, just pettiness.
Yeah.
Of people being like, no, we can't have that. And you're like, oh my God, it's a sandwich. Oh, Christ, I can't even put my perfume on anymore without getting in trouble.
Get the Glad wrap out and choke me.
Okay, I have got to make an on-air confession. Last week I did something that I'm not hugely proud of, but I thought if I talk about it on the radio, first of all, I know I'm not alone in it, and second of all, I feel like it's going to just normalize it a little bit, where people are like, no, I do this, and we shouldn't feel bad about it.
Okay.
Maybe we should feel bad about it.
I like this. We're breaking new ground here on Two Brunettes A Gay.
Breaking ground, do you know what I mean? And we're not talking about your home renovation.
Yes. Well, they're not breaking ground for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, you've got months. You need to jack off that builder. Anyway, last week.
Favourite little movie.
If you listened last week, you'd get it.
You get it.
So I have to confess that last week I was asked to do something with a friend.
Okay.
A group of friends.
And speaking of Jackie.
Yes. I was asked to do something with a group of friends on the weekend, and I said to them that I was unavailable to go because I had something on, which was an absolute lie. I had nothing on. In fact, I was more free than usual because not even my husband was home.
Oh.
And I lied because I wanted to stay home by myself.
Props to you.
Be in my own company. I was like, you know what? I have been looking forward to having a night by myself, to having no one at home. I'm going to watch what I want, make what I want for dinner, and be in my own peace with my dog. Not that, you know, Jake causes havoc, but you know when those, we are like, no, like a little bit of quiet time.
Quiet time, you time, oh my God, it's heaven.
Right? And I was like, should I feel bad for the fact that I was free?
Yep.
I was available. And I have lied and said, no, I'm so sorry, I can't do that. Because I just didn't want to go out. I wanted to stay home by myself.
Oh my God, you know what? At this point in our lives, I'm starting to realise at 40, I don't even make an excuse anymore. Like I just say, you know what? I don't want to.
Yeah, this
I
is
just
why
don't
I
want
want to
to.
talk about it.
I think we need to normalise that because you've got to look after yourself, right? And for people that are like people with schedules like us, we are super busy.
Yeah.
We are on the go. We've got work. We've got other commitments.
Yep.
We're out doing, you know, Illuminate or doing the radio or whatever. We need those moments to ourselves where we actually just have nothing.
Yep.
Nothing in the calendar.
Yep.
I do this usually on a Sunday. I call it Sacred Sunday.
You do. You like a little bit of a self-care Sunday.
Self-care Sunday where you just basically, you shut down any plans.
Yep.
Even if you've made plans weeks prior.
You shut people down.
You shut them down altogether. Like, just stay in bed.
Yeah.
Get takeaway. Do whatever you want to do. Make yourself feel good on that day because at least get one day in there out of 7 days.
Yeah. 100%. And this is why I thought to talk about it because I thought, I know we all do it.
Yep.
I know that I'm not the only one that lies and says, no, I can't do something or I'm busy, I'm not available at that time. Not because you aren't available, but because you just don't want to or because you had plans with yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And so I want to normalise it. I want to be like, no, we can say this.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like you shouldn't feel bad being like, I'm so sorry, I can't. But we all do feel bad being like, I'm so sorry, I just really didn't want to do anything that day. I wanted to keep it free because none of us say that.
No, and that's the thing. What we should be saying now is I need a mental health day.
Yeah, but should we?
I think we should. I think we should 100%.
I feel like that's the government.
Again, my people.
I feel like your people are rubbing off on you. I feel like no, I recognise the need and the importance for mental health days, but I feel like if you were to say in the group chat, like let's be real, if I were to write into the group chat to you and Deanna that I need a mental health day, you know that you and Deanna, or if it was me and you, or whatever, like we would roast that person silently.
True.
Right?
But
so you can't say it because if you do say it, you get roasted for it.
Well, you know,
and we would roast.
And now I just feel like a roast.
Sunday roast. Who do you brunch with?
Your besties.
And what do you do with your besties?
Bitch.
It's time for the brunch bitch.
Alright, I got a brunch bitch this week.
Hit us.
Oh my God, it's a freshie too. Just happened today.
We love a fresh bitch.
It's a fresh bitch here on Two Brunettes A Gay. Now, I think you would agree with me on this one, Celeste.
Will I?
I think you will. Because this one, I think, irks a lot of people. And it irks me probably the most out of anyone, right?
Yeah.
So, this morning, normally what happens, when I come to the radio, I walk to the radio station.
Yes, you do.
On a Saturday morning.
You like a stroll.
I love a stroll. It's a half-hour walk from home. It's a half-an-hour walk home. Like, it's perfect. It's a good bit of exercise.
Yeah.
But today, because of the rain, I thought I'll just Uber.
Yeah.
And so I booked an Uber. It was there within like 2 minutes, which was great.
Yeah.
So good. So I get in the Uber, and then he just would not stop chatting.
Love that for him.
The whole damn journey.
Fantastic.
And we're talking like it's like 9:45.
Yeah.
And look, I had a shit sleep. Oh, excuse my language. I had a crap sleep.
Twice in a second.
Just came out of my mouth.
You're allowed to say it. We should advise.
I forgot about that. So I had a crap sleep. My neck hurts. I think I've just slept on it funny. I'm not in the mood to interact with people, which is great to go on air at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
You're like, there's nothing I want to do more.
But I really wanted to savor that energy for today's show.
Yeah.
So I really was not in the mood to chat.
Yeah.
Now, he did not listen to any of my social cues. He didn't even look in the rearview mirror to see that I was on my phone scrolling or texting. I swear, I don't know how he didn't run out of air.
So you're like, I'm giving the signs, I'm giving the signals
Giving the
of
hints.
like the short answers. I'm being quite like polite but curt.
Yep, Kurt. Polite but Kurt Cobain. Cobain.
And he's not picking up what I'm putting down.
Correct.
Right now, all I need you to do is press the pedal.
Yeah, press the pedal with your
Look
foot.
through the front window.
Yep.
And get me where I'm going.
Exactly.
I don't need no friends.
In your Toyota Camry.
In your Toyota Camry.
Always-
I don't need no friends.
It's always a Toyota Camry.
It is.
A white Toyota
It
Camry.
is.
Why is that? Anyway, Uber, tell me why is it always a white Toyota Camry?
Can't you set your preferences?
Well, so I think you can for Uber, what is it, like, what's the fancy
Uber
one?
X?
Uber X?
Yeah.
No, Uber X is the normal one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Uber XL.
Uber XL, I think, yeah. Or whatever the
Uber
fancy.
fancy.
Uber Schmooper.
Uber Lux.
Uber Lux. You can for that.
So,
and you can actually...
hold on, let me get this right. You will business class travel everywhere and anywhere, but when it comes to Uber, you're getting in the back of some Tom, Dick or Harry's white
Toyota Camry.
and you're not paying the extra $2.50 for silence.
$2.83 is too much out of my bank for that extra bit of luxury. I think no, and the other thing you can do in that, I don't know if you've ever taken the Uber luxury before, Celeste, but you can actually pick the temperature too,
Yes.
which is awesome.
You can pick the talking, like whether or not you want to talk or you don't want to talk.
You can pick your sexual preference.
Yeah. You can put in your pronouns.
And so, but yeah, I'm not alone here, Celeste. Don't you hate it when you get in an Uber and they just won't shut the hell up?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I prefer it when I'm with someone because I'll like if there's a few of us talking, it's better because you don't feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Of having to man the whole conversation yourself.
Yeah, true.
But also, I think this comes down to the fact that you just, number one, Uber too much. You Uber way too much. But that is your mode of transport. You usually do walk. You did say that, so we'll give you that. But does this not come back to the last segment that we did, which is normalising saying what you feel?
Yes, that's true. That's a very good point.
Should you be able to, in the Uber, be like, I'm so sorry, I just have to, do this, or I'm so sorry, I'm just not feeling up to it today.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we just stay quiet?
Yeah.
No one says that, or if someone does say that, we'd all be like, oh my God, that was rude.
Well, I think it's a fine line to walk, but I think really
What's the line?
about 6 inches. No.
I want to know where the line is.
You know what? The karma really comes and kicks me in the guts though, because obviously I'm complaining about this poor Uber driver that's like trying to have a conversation with me. Meanwhile, drunken Aaron will instigate this conversation like no tomorrow with any Uber driver
Literally.
at any time about the most inappropriate things.
So do you think that maybe it says it on your profile that you're a chatter?
Maybe.
Do you think that other Uber drivers have so kindly forwarded the fact that you're quite a chatty passenger, and so when these innocent Uber drivers come to pick you up, they think, oh, this gent likes a chat.
Yeah.
This lad likes to have a little conversation.
Yeah.
And then you get in there and you're giving them one-worded answers and they're like, well, you get 1 star.
Yeah, maybe. It'd be interesting to see what the Uber drivers really think of me.
I would love to see your Uber reviews.
I'd perish a few thoughts to think of that one. Night Visions has become one of the absolute highlights of Illuminate Adelaide, transforming the Botanic Gardens into a world of light, sound and imagination. Joining us today is the man responsible for helping bring that incredible experience to life, Chris Petridis. Welcome to Two Brunettes A Gay!
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Now firstly, Night Visions, tell us all about it. How did it begin to start? Because there's so much work obviously that goes into Night Visions. How did it come to be?
Well, we started the Botanic Gardens projects in 2020, so with the inaugural Illuminate Adelaide. I remember sitting down with Lee and Rachel at in Cafe, and they were like, look, we've got this project. It was during COVID as well, so they had a design studio they were interested in working with from overseas, Moment Factory. But because of COVID and because of the way that Australia was running that, the possibility was there that they couldn't actually come. Right. So they were speaking to me about, well, if they can't make it, could you deliver that for us? And I was like, I mean, I didn't really know what I was in for. So I was like, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. And as it turned out, that particular studio I'd been a fan of for about 15 years. They did a bunch of Nine Inch Nails concerts, which were just like completely mind-blowing. They had these mesh projection screens and stuff like that I'd never seen before at that time. So they were really on the cutting edge. So it was a great experience. So that's where it started, I would say. And then from there, each time we would do that project, I would go, what would I do? What would I want to do in that space? What if we took it over again? And I think it was a closing dinner or a dinner I was having with those guys. I was like, what if we had a crack at it? You know, let's do our thing. And then from there, it was about 18 months from really starting to talk about it seriously to delivering Night Visions 2025.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so it's quite a lead up.
Yeah.
And quite an undertaking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So when you thought of the idea for Night Visions, what did you want to capture? What did you want to create that people walked away with, like in the Botanic Gardens? Yeah,
so I think with Night Visions, what we want to try and do is transport you into these sort of parallel dimensions. And so it's quite a broad encapsulating concept, and it allows the different artists that we work with to take their own spin and find something that they're inspired by within that concept and within the gardens. Just walking around there as a light or a laser artist or a sound artist, projection artist, you're going to see something and you're going to go, wow, imagine if I could do this with this and that. And then from there, really, we help sort of shepherd that process and bring it to fruition.
Now, for those that haven't been to Night Visions before or aren't familiar with the concept, you basically light up the entire Botanic Gardens with different projections, different light shows. Like, it is really incredible, and it's throughout the entire Botanic Gardens.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you face in doing that?
One of the most recent ones, there's a rodent in there that eats through some of our network cables. Yeah, so we've had to...
Does it have a name?
I don't know.
We
need a name for it.
I've only heard about it sort of...
Lighty.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So there are these cables that we use, which are light fibre optic cables to transfer data, and they're not an easy thing to replace. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So this has happened every single year? You've done Night Vision?
No, only very recently.
Or just very recently?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a new one. Usually the things we have to do, because it's a museum, really. It's a museum to nature. So what we're trying to do is be very sensitive with all the different plants and specimens in there as well. We don't want to damage anything, so we're very careful in the planning stages and then the communication and then the installation as well, to make sure we're not stepping on anything that we shouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to ask the faces with the projections. Who are these faces?
Oh, that they change each year, so I couldn't give you the names exactly, but they're on the website as well. So that project overall is called Monuments by Craig Walsh. He's been doing that for a number of years, and he's absolutely the world expert in that face projection on trees. Usually they're community members, so people that have been sought out from a particular community. And in a sense, the idea of monuments is to provide a living monument, so someone who's alive, who can have some recognition for their status in the community. Yeah,
beautiful.
And now, do you have a favourite installation yourself? Is there one in particular that stands out to you as like the one that you spend a bit more time with?
I mean, I made two of them, so I quite like those ones.
Yeah. Tell us which ones.
Yes, so there's one called Fracture, which is the big tunnel of light. So
love that.
That's awesome.
Oh, so thank you.
We did take a lot of photos.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You sort of walk through and it's every light installation is like a photo op. Like this, and you just like you could be there for hours, just 100%. Taking so many photos. It's great.
Yes, and to that point though, like almost everything that I look through in there, I'm like, wow, this is incredible. So it's very hard to like pick one out of any other, because you kind of have this escalating sense of just absolute awe and majesty as you go through. And you know, one tell is how many times you take your phone out and take that photo, right? So it's like it's
Yeah.
constantly there. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's plastered all over the socials at the moment. It's amazing to see.
Yes.
It's amazing to see. Now, Illuminate Adelaide keeps raising the bar every single year. Does that make the planning the next night visions exciting or more terrifying?
both. Can I say both?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, I think now that we've done that one, I'm like, all right, well, how are we going to top it? What are we going to do next? And not even top it, how do we match it? You know, like how do we bring a new experience? There's a number of other areas of the gardens as well that are very inspiring. Some that we haven't used for a few years and some that we've never used before. So I think there's some interesting opportunities there. And then maybe some other ways of using the gardens as well. Perhaps it's not just a night walk. Perhaps there's something else going on in there. So a number of things that we'll be just discussing in the near future.
100%. And for those, I mean, like, I guess obviously the whole thing is outdoors, right? Is it completely different trying to put on an event that is outdoors and it goes for such a long period of time than something, say, like indoors on a stage? Like, it's a completely different setup and a completely different procedure, I imagine, getting it ready and managing the elements.
Yeah, I often compare it to, let's say, theatre. Like often with theatre, you're working inside an empty space that's designed to be empty. So an empty black box of a theatre, let's say. And you bring in the soul, like you bring in the things that are inside that space, the things that you need to tell your story and create emotion. Whereas in outdoor spaces, for me at least, like I want to find what is naturally there and how do I augment that? How do I bring that to people's attention? Often what can happen in those spaces as well is like, if you're walking in there at night, you might actually not know where you are compared to during the day because it can be quite disorienting, but also because you're able to control what people perceive and what they see.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and for those that haven't been to night visions before, if you could explain it in one sentence, what would that be?
Just awesome light magic.
Yeah, I like
Love
it.
it.
Light magic.
Love it. Speaking of light magic, we've got a bit of a rapid fire quiz for you here on Two Brunettes and a Gay. Now, it's a pretty simple rapid fire round. We're going to ask you some questions, and we're just going to get you to in one word, respond to each of these questions. So, are you ready?
I think so.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Okay, I'm nervous.
Make it seem so much scarier than what
I
it
do
is.
actually. I don't know why I do that. Every single guest is a little bit scared when I announce it. I don't know why. Anyway, I'll have to rethink that. Anyway, so are we ready? Okay. First question. One word to describe night visions.
Magic.
Magic. Love it. If you could light up any Adelaide landmark, what would it be?
Mount Lofty Botanic Gardens.
That is fantastic. That would be beautiful.
That's
a great spot up there. Summer or winter?
Can I say both?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hard one, isn't
It's
it?
too tricky to pick from,
They're
right?
both great.
Behind the scenes or centre stage?
Oh, behind the scenes.
Yeah. Opening night or closing night?
Closing night.
Closing night. Favourite colour to light up Adelaide?
Favourite colour?
Colour, yeah.
Can I pick two?
Yeah, absolutely.
So my favourite colour combination would be kind of like mauvey purple and like slightly lime green, I would say. So
Ooh, I love
you'll
that.
see that
Yes,
on
beautiful.
Rundle Street actually. I've used that quite a bit.
Love that. Beautiful. Early bird or night owl?
I would like to be a night owl, but mostly an early bird. I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah, me too these days. One song that belongs in a light show.
Oh, that is tough. There's a song that I like from, it's one word, isn't it? Well,
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there are no real rules.
when I first discovered electronic music, I would say there's an album called In Search of Sunrise by DJ Tiesto, and the climax song on that is called, I think it's just called Sunrise or something like that, and it's just an absolute banger.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I'd love
that
to do
sounds
that.
like it.
And finally, if Night Visions was a movie, what genre would it be?
Probably like magical realism or something like Inception or, you know, those sorts of things, I would say. Yeah, something that sort of flips your reality very quickly.
Love it. Love it. That's the end of the rapid fire. Woo!
There we go.
Thank you.
Love it.
Chris, where can people get tickets? Where can they get to Night Vision? Tell everyone where to go.
If you Google Illuminate Adelaide, that'll get you to the website and then very quickly to the Night Visions page to book tickets, and I highly recommend it. It's the last year of it for this particular version, and it's not got long to go.
It's a must-see. Make sure you get there. There's only a week left to go. So
A week next Sunday, 19th.
get there. And Chris Petridis, thank you so much for coming in. And all the best for the last week of Illuminate.
Now, aren't you lucky that you get extra Two Brunettes and a Gay today? Or extra Brunette and a Gay?
It's an extended version.
It's
of
an
the show.
extension.
It's an extension. An
Everyone-
extension that's actually being built, unlike mine.
Yeah, and everyone that's forced to listen, i.e. my family, is like, finish already.
Wrap it up.
So I can turn this off. No,
They stay locked into Radio Italia Uno though.
and they should.
As you should.
Okay, so I want to finish today with a segment that we've done once before, red flags. But this time we're going to do a rapid fire. We love a rapid fire.
I know. I'm just mindful now that when I talk about it with guests, that I scare them.
Yeah, because you make
What's
it
going
seem like
on
we're
with
going to
that?
ask you questions and you have to give us the first thing that comes to your mind. And if you don't answer quick enough, we're going to...
Can I just talk about the fact that my lack of sleep has really impacted on my interview skills today?
I think it's impacted on all your skills. Okay, but rapid fire red flags.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to say the red flag and then we're going to say red flag, or green flag. Red
Okay.
flag, green flag.
Okay.
And play along at home, red flag or green flag. I'll be interested to hear what people think. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Still has their ex as their phone wallpaper.
Oh, red flag.
Red flag.
No, red flag.
Says, I'm just being brutally honest.
Red flag.
Agree, red flag.
There's nothing good about being brutal.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Brutal, the word itself, we've talked about this. It's
Yeah.
not a good thing.
Claps when the plane lands.
Oh, God, red flag.
Really?
How common.
No, I think that's a green
It's
flag.
disgusting.
It's just a sign of
It's
positivity.
a disgusting side of humanity.
Really?
Oh, stop clapping.
Okay, has entrepreneur in their bio, but doesn't explain what they do.
Well, you got the manure bit right.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, totally. I know a lot of these people. They've got, I'm an entrepreneur. What do you actually do? How do you pay your rent? I don't understand.
Red flag.
Complete red flag.
Okay, doesn't return their shopping trolley.
Red flag.
Agree!
Oh my God. Take the extra 10 steps and put it in the trolley bay, for God's sake.
You want to talk a brunch, bitch? The people that just put their trolley in an empty car park?
Oh.
The
Again.
entitled nature of someone where they're like, oh, someone else can take care of that. Yes, there's trolley attendants. But what planet did you come from that you're too special that you can't walk it back to the trolley bay?
Firing squad.
Again, right? Orders for you on the first date.
Orders for you on the first. What does that mean exactly?
It would be like, oh, he'll have the, I don't know, steak.
Oh, yeah, that's a red flag. You don't order for me.
Well,
I don't
especially
speak
not
for
for
myself.
us, because we're such picky eaters. Like, I have dietary requirements. Aaron eats like a 4-year-old. If you ordered for us, we'd be like, I can't, I'm not eating that.
No one would order for us.
They'd be like, no one would go on a date with us. They wouldn't have to worry about that.
That's right.
We just were lucky enough to lock down our husbands before we got complicated.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Says they don't do labels.
Oh, get stuffed. Nah, red
I
flag.
think that's you.
No, everyone's got a label.
Okay. Last one.
All
Red
right.
flag or no red flag. Only takes photos wearing sunglasses. That's you.
I'm my own red flag. Now, hear me out though. It does actually add a cool look to some photos, depending on where you are, right? If you're outside,
Indoors.
it's sunny, yeah, fine. If you're indoors though, and you're at something like Illuminate, where it looks, the photos I took with the lasers and everything kind of look cool with the sunglasses on, then you're fine. I'm my own red flag. I understand that.
You are, but you're often your own red flag.
Yeah.
Things that you classify as a red flag,
I'm a red fag.
like red flag, not being able to stick to 1 month of no drinking, is that a red flag? Most people would probably say yes. Is that Aaron? Also yes. So you are your own red
I'm
flag.
a red fag, like I said. I'm a red fag. Jeez.
Two brunettes and a red flag.
Well, it's been quite an interesting show, Celeste.
This is an extended
We-
version. We've done well.
we-
You know what? I don't want to hear it.
Claps for us.
Claps for us.
Snaps for us as well.
In the middle of Mercury retrograde,
In the thick of it,
in winter,
in winter,
no Deanna,
we had a guest. We had to panel ourselves.
everyone listening doesn't care, but we just have to make sure that we feel alright about it.
And yet we've got to then go home and edit this show and put the reels together, upload them.
No, that's it.
There's a lot of work involved in this, people.
A lot of work involved in this. And so if you want to support the work or go see said reels that you've just talked about, Aaron, or listen to the podcast that you've just mentioned editing, please go to our socials. We have Instagram and TikTok at Two Brunettes A Gay, and follow us because we do some funny stuff there.
We do.
And we're getting some traction. Like, we're getting some good amounts of views and likes on our videos, and you don't want to be one of the ones that miss that.
No.
If you want to re-listen to the show, then you can listen to our podcast on any of your good podcasting platforms during the week. Catch up on all the old episodes too, because they're all there. And if you're listening on the podcast and you want to listen live, tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 86.7 Radio Italia Uno.
Now have a fabulous week, and we'll see you
Next Saturday.
Hey everyone, it's Deanna, Celeste and Aaron here, or as you know us, your Two Brunettes and a Gay.
Join the weekend happy hour at a new day and time every Saturday at 11 a.m.
So pour your mimosa for the most fabulous bottomless brunch in town.
Only on Saturdays at 87.6 FM Radio Italia Uno.